Hello everyone, good morning. It's time to start the day. Grab your coffee, your favorite beverage, shine your light and light the way.
Morning, everyone. What is the date today? It's the 17th of December. It is 2025, and it's time for Good Morning Coffee and Talk. I'm Dolly. This is the Wolf Girl Oracle, and I'm really glad you're here. Oh, man. I was like having some technical difficulties right before we started. My internet went down, and I was like, oh, man, how long is this going to be now? It was only down for 10 minutes, but it was like 20 minutes before the show started, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to do my show from my phone. So I like set up a camera with my phone just in case. Oi, gewollt, let me tell you. Anyways, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Let me put the comments up here on the stage so we can say, hey, good morning to everybody. Good morning, Janet. Good morning, Fatima. Good morning, Flowing. Good morning, Katie. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am so glad that you guys are here today. Did I miss anybody? I don't know. Let me just make sure. I don't want to miss anybody. I think I got everybody. Flowing, Fatima, Katie, Kelly, Janet. All right. Sin, good morning, Sin. How are ya? Good to see ya. I think I got everybody. All right, rock on. All right, before we do anything, we have to do the important thing, you guys. Let's look outside. Oh, there's nothing there. Just snow. There was a squirrel here earlier, but he's gone. Dang nabbit. I feed them. You'd think they could be a little bit more courteous. Ivy. Yeah. So I am back from North Carolina. I had a very good visit with family out there, and um, we had a very nice releasing of my mother-in-law's ashes. It was really peaceful. We were way out. I don't want to say where we were because I don't want to get my family in trouble, but we were on a secluded beach that nobody can get to, no lights, just the darkness and the sound of the ocean and the sun slowly setting. Okay. By the time we got there, there was just a little bit of light left on the horizon. And after we released her ashes, it was like as Craig was throwing the ashes out into the ocean, the sunlight just faded. As we were watching, it just went, meow. And I was like, oh my gosh. It was like the perfect, it was like the perfect walking away, walking on. That's what it felt like. It felt like she was walking on. I was a little bit disappointed at first because our first plan was to get into Craig's boat, go out beyond the Outer Banks, and let the ashes go out in the ocean. And where the rivers kind of flow out into the ocean, there's always dolphins there, and she loves dolphins. She loved dolphins. And in my mind, I was thinking, oh, it would be perfect. We throw out the ashes, and then we see dolphins, and we get that connection. And I was like, oh, this is going to be great, but we couldn't do that. So at first, I was like, oh man, I really wanted to go out on the ocean and do this. But then I realized, oh, am I locked up? Am I locked up? Well, I think I'm okay. But then I realized this isn't about me. Hello. But when you're grieving, it's hard not to be a little bit center focused, Um, but anyways, I snapped. I was like, "What's wrong with you?" And we went to the beach, and it ended up being just beautiful. And the wild thing is, we didn't like plan this, but after Craig threw the ashes out, the tide came in. Like the tide came in almost instantly after that happened. And I was like, look at this. It was like the water came and just took her out into her beloved ocean to be with the dolphins. And I cried. I truly wasn't expecting to cry. I wasn't expecting that. Um, but I did. Part of it was joy. Part of it was the the visualization of her like visiting Lemuria, and that the beautifulness of that just like I envisioned her like surrounded with this beautiful, beautiful lavender glow, which was her favorite color. Okay. I pictured her, surrounded with this lavender glow, pain free, understanding everything, having this, having the realization of life, of what her life stood for and what the journey she now is on, this eternal, amazing journey that she's on, you know? And, so part of me was like crying because I thought, wow, this is so beautiful. But then part of me was also crying because I'm sad. And what makes me sad is just the loss of what I thought we were starting to build, you know? And I was telling Katie about this, I think it was last night or this morning. Last night, I think it was. I was trying to explain to her that, one of my dad and I were not close until like the last 3 months he was alive. I started to build a really adult relationship with him, and we talked, and he shared thoughts and feelings, and we had never had that. We had never had that daughter dad relationship in that kind of way, and it was just starting to build, and it was amazing. And then he was gone, you know, and I mourned the relationship that we could have had. And that's what I was also feeling, out there on the beach. But then as we were walking back to the car, after we said our goodbyes and we were walking back to the car and we were all hugging each other and showing each other love, I looked up in the sky and I just saw this incredible, expansive light show from the stars. Because we were so far out in a place where there are no lights, there is no light pollution in the area that we were in. I saw the stars in a way that I never get to see, okay, because we've got too much. I live in a big city, so we've got light pollution. I don't get to see the stars. And I just looked up and I was like in awe. I could see the Milky Way. And I was like, this is what she's experiencing right now. The vastness of this. And here we are on Earth in a little spaceship shaped like a ball, hurling through space. And she's getting to experience all of that. And my heart just opened and I felt so full. I couldn't believe what I was feeling, you know? And that openness of my heart really kind of prepared me. I shouldn't say it prepared me. It put me in a position to feel all kinds of things over the course of the weekend, which I'll get into a little bit later. But first, I want to see what you guys are saying because I'm just talking on and I'm ignoring the chat. And please forgive me for that. Let me go back up. Blah, blah, blah. Janet's back in the 50s. Woo! Yeah, we're 34 right now. I think we're going to get up to 36, which is great because it can melt all the stupid ice that's out there. Everybody's hugging and sending love. Oh. Kelly says, of course, it's at least partially about you. Well, I mean, I have my feelings. They are valid. You're absolutely right. Oh, and then you say right after that, please validate your feelings, Rachel. It's okay to have feelings too. I know. You're right. You are absolutely right. So beautiful taking her home. Yeah, it was nice. Release can bring tears. That energy was a collaboration between you all, including her. Forgiveness is so powerful. It is. Dali, she hears you and loves you. I know. I haven't talked to her yet in a journey. I'm hoping to do that sometime very soon. I don't know if I'll have time before the holidays, but I'm hoping I can set some time aside to reach out to her. Um, we released her ashes on her birthday. It was her birthday when we did that, so that was kind of special. Look for the signs they are still with you. Oh, I do believe that. I don't believe that there is a complete detachment. I know that for a fact because I connect with my I connect with my people, via journeys all the time, So she's just going to be a new person that I get to visit with, you know. And the thing is, like, I also got this like overwhelming feeling, and I was telling Katie about this today. I've had this, um, what do you call it? I've had this, oh, what is the word I'm looking for? There's been a theme rolling around since her death in my life. And that theme is it's not what you do for people, it's how you make them feel. That's how they remember you. It's how you make them feel. And over the course of the weekend, I got this sense that she understands that now and that she is reaching out to me for forgiveness and reaching out to me to say, I'm sorry that I made you feel that way, you know? And it got me thinking about myself and how I make people feel. I have the tendency to be very direct. A lot of people with autism are. We don't mean to be mean or abrupt or abrasive. We don't mean to do that. I try to be very cognizant of that and um, try to soften how I say things just for that reason. Um, but how I make people feel has really become now a theme in my life. And I feel like I've learned this from her, like her acknowledging that she may have said or did things that made people feel bad has made me look at my own life and how I've made people feel, you know? And I'm very cognizant of it right now, but I know I still fail. I know I still sometimes cause people to not feel good. That isn't my intention. It's never my intention. Most of the time, conversation is my intention. Um, but I'm not always real good about how I say things, to make sure that people understand that this is just conversation It's not criticism. It's not me trying to belittle anybody, you know. It's just me trying to see how I fit in to the conversation and how I can relate to the conversation, you know. And I sometimes really fail when I try to do that. So I think like one of the things for 2026, the thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to try to spend the year not mentioning myself as much as possible. Not mentioning what I think or what I do or what I'm going to just try to be a listener, to be a just a listener, you know? Again, I do that, I don't know, but I'm sure going to try. I am sure going to try. Hey Sylvia, how you doing? It's good to see you. Good morning, chickadee. I love that. It was, and it was one of her favorite places that we went to. It was one of her favorite places. It was a place that I think part of it was she loved the ocean, but part of it too was the exclusivity of being able to use that place. So, but it was one of her favorite places, so I was happy to do that. And you know what? We got to see like some interesting things too. We did that on Friday. On Was it Saturday? We went to the beach. Yeah, I think it was Saturday we went to the beach. And I did a little live stream. So if you caught my little live stream from the ocean, that's what I'm talking about that day. You know, and it was interesting to see the ocean, the beach during the day. Now that was at a different beach. We went to Topsail Beach. We went to visit the beach on Saturday. So it was a completely different beach, same ocean, different beach. Like 40 miles south of where we were, something like that. But it was weird to see like there's still like remnants of things from hurricanes. And you really get to know the power of water. I mean, I feel like power in water anyway. That's one of my gifts. And when you're standing next to the ocean, that is pretty crazy. The power that's in there is pretty crazy. In the best possible way, you know. But I can't imagine what it might feel like during a hurricane. I don't know if I want to know what that feels like. I don't think I do. Um, yeah. Oh, I don't get to go to the beach often, but when I do, I mellow after. Right? It does. It like there is such a peace that comes to you. You get like immersed in that energy. It's just, and it's so cleansing. There's something about the salt water. I get it by Lake Michigan too, but not with the intensity of, there's something with those salt crystals, man. I'll tell you, it's just like, just cleanses you, just takes all the any ickiness that you might have attached to you off. No, different beach, same ocean. Did I say different ocean, same beach? Is that what I said? That's funny. That's not what I meant. Oh, I can't even blame it on freaking voice to chat. I just said it's stupid. Oh, that's funny. Oh my gosh. Oh, Kelly says I'm about to put my hands in cookie dough and knead it, so I won't be able to text for a while. That's okay. You can just listen. Cookies are important. They're very important. I love cookies. Do you have a salt cave in Milwaukee you can go to? It's like a spa. I don't know, but I'm going to check into that. Thank you. Um, I think that they might have saltwater pools here. But yeah, I'm going to check into that because there's something very magical about the salt water. Let me tell you, it was pretty cool. I had one crazy experience, you guys. This was nuts. Okay, so we went to walk around I think this was Saturday afternoon. We went to walk around a Marine memorial area. So basically, they had a Vietnam War memorial, a Korean War memorial, a World War II memorial, Beirut memorial, because so many Marines died in that instance. But they also had, as a gift from the firefighters of New York City, they had sent to the Marines a piece of the World Trade Center because the Marines were instrumental in the cleanup on 9/11 for 9/11. Okay. So they had a piece of the beam from one of the Twin Towers there. And I thought that was pretty cool, you know. So I walked up to it and I was walking around it. It was just me and another couple, and Rick and Craig and Faith. And this other couple walked up to it and they touched it and then they read the plaque. And I was right behind him and I walked up to it and I touched it. I touched it and I went, I'm not even kidding. I made that noise and I jumped back because when I touched it, I got such a freaking download of visuals. Like 1,000 things came at me all at one time, and I had never experienced anything quite like that before. And so afterwards, when I went and kind of stepped back, the people they like grabbed each other's arms and backed up. Rick and Craig and Faith were just laughing. Oh, it was hysterical. Oh my gosh. So if you're sensitive, be smart. Don't do what I did and go and touch something that like 100 million people have touched. I don't think it was because of where it came from that I got that. It was because so many people were feeling so many emotions when they touched it. I mean, everybody remembers where they were on that day, right? Everybody remembers the fear that they had or the anger or the anxiety while they're touching it, and they leave it there. They just leave it there. So yeah, that was bleh. Okay. Oh, Sonia's here. Good morning, Sonia. It is good to see you. Thanks for coming. I appreciate that. So yeah, that was pretty wild. Okay, so let me show you something else now, guys. We'll keep it moving along here. Give me a second. I'm going to bring up my top-down camera. Let me move some things out of the way. I got some new books from Propaganda Central. Here we go. So we got the Kid's Guide to Winning American Freedom, which is basically the account of the Revolutionary War. And it's pretty benign. There's nothing in here that makes my hackles stand on end, you know, other than the fact that there's like this, you know, the whole glorification of war thing. But we're all here and we're all living in the United States, except for Fatima, I think. I think Fatima's the only one who doesn't live here. And we're here and we're experiencing the what we're experiencing because these people did what they did. And then we have the Kids Guide to the Declaration of Independence. And again, it's not really all that. There's nothing in here that made me go, ooh, what are they doing? Why are they pushing this propaganda at us? No, it's pretty benign. So these, not so bad. Not like some of the other ones that we've had in the past. I also wanted to show you guys this. If you guys like cookbooks, and I do, I love cooking. Julia Pacheco, Julia Pacheco. She has a YouTube channel. She's really wonderful. She's got the sweetest voice when she talks about cooking. You just want to give her a hug. She makes some fantastic meals, and she's put stuff into a cookbook. And what I like about them is they're simple meals that you can make with average ingredients that you can get at Aldi's, at Walmart. It's so basically you don't have to go to a bazillion different stores to get the ingredients to make the stuff that's in here. You can get it all at any grocery store that you go to. And they're inexpensive meals. They're easy to prepare. This is one I want to really try. It's kielbasa and pierogies. And basically, she's using kielbasa, an onion, bell peppers, just a bag of frozen pierogies, olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, blah, blah, blah. Super fast, super easy, just in a sheet pan. It's a sheet pan meal. Serves for prep time 8 minutes. 8 minutes. I like stuff like this. Now, I'm not a big prepackaged food person. I'd probably make my own pierogies, to be honest with you. But if you are somebody who's under time constraints, if you've got kids or grandkids and you just don't have the time to cook big fancy meals, but you want to make something that's nutritious, that's fun, has lots of colors and textures, flavors, scents, this lady has made this great cookbook. I mean, there are so many recipes in here. She's got it divided up. She's got it divided up really nicely. Breakfast, sides and salads, dips and salsa, slow cooking, sheet pan meals, casseroles, one pot meals, meatless meals, sliders and speedy dinners, and desserts. It's organized very, very intuitively. I love it. I love her. I can't say enough. She is not sponsoring me. However, she did sign my book. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Julia. But yeah, anyways, check her out. Check out her YouTube channel. She's amazing. And I just adore her. And look at her cute hut. Look at them. Look at how cute they are. Aw, cutie patootie. I like her. Well, yeah, check her out. If you like cooking. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, I'm going back up here. Sylvia says, I changed my YouTube channel to from colorful foresight to a bit intuitive. So maybe you didn't realize it was me at first. Yes, that's why I was saying your name right from the get-go so that people knew who you were. Cash Peters videos from Washington, D.C. lately have been incredibly good. Yes, they have. Yes, they have. Let's raise our vibes. Woo-hoo. Let's raise our vibes. I'm into gathering recipes on YouTube. I save them, yet have to make them. Well, it's weird. It's different, I think, when you live alone versus when you live with people that you have to feed, right? I'm the cook here because I'm the one who's normally not working, so I take care of that stuff. And I'm the one who enjoys cooking, so I try to do lots of different things and try different things, So for me, this is great. But what I like about her recipes is everything is in amounts that are easy to either cut in half for 2 people or cut into a quarter for 1 person. So you could actually do these recipes if you're just cooking for yourself. And because they're simple, it's not going to take you a lot of time and effort and energy to try to make these recipes, I love her. I love her. I can't say enough about her. She's amazing. Yeah, simple meals. Simple meals are great. Katie says, this is all because the King of England raised the taxes higher for tea on the colonies than in England. Yep. That's what started it all. That's a Portuguese or Brazilian name, Julia Pacheco. Oh, really? I wondered because she has a lot of recipes with different sausages and stuff. So I was wondering, That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of going down the line here. Oh, thank you, Sonia. Sonia says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Here she got the thumb in this time here. There we go. Thank you so much. Sylvia says, I see that in raising our vibes going into 2026 to make cook recipes each week. Yeah. Yeah. And then tell me about it. I want to know, what are you cooking? Share your recipe with me. I pretty want Fatima to like write a cookbook, a Portuguese cookbook. I mean, can you picture Fatima like on the cover of a cookbook, like holding up some Portuguese sweetbread with a smile on her face with her brother in the background going, oh, yes, nurturing our souls, 100%. Janet said, I had a weird experience that freaked me out. Was it a time slip? I have seen two photos from my camera appear in my screensaver, but I did not recognize the people in them. They were posing for me. It was a familiar location. I got an uncomfortable cold chill. That is really bizarre. So on your computer in your like picture screensaver, these photos appeared and you didn't put them there and you didn't know the people in it, but everything felt just slightly familiar. That is pretty wild. What is everyone's thoughts on that? I don't even know what to say about that. I would have to maybe do a reading offline and try to figure out if I could find anything. Wow. Yeah, that is interesting. And it gave you a cold chill. Very unique and specific locations. Huh. Well, there isn't a scientific reason I can think of except for maybe um, you'll have to check and see if that screensaver has any kind of setting that allows it to grab and pick photos from the internet and just randomly put them in with your pictures. I don't think so, but that would be my one thought. Another thought is it an AI related app that is controlling the screensaver and it might be AI generating something? Those are my only two thoughts. I have no idea. That's wild. Yeah, that's a good question, Katie. Uh, were the were they the same people in both instances? Janet says, I know I had a stroke a couple of weeks ago, but I don't think that played into it. I could tell you many details about the other photos. Wow. Yeah. Hmm. How are you feeling since your stroke? I meant to ask you that earlier, but I got off on a tangent about me. I'm sorry about that. Are you recovering? Are you doing well? I've been praying for you because you're on my list. No one, no. One was a young girl smiling at me. The other the other were two middle-aged ladies smiling at me. Oh, weird. I'm feeling pretty good, just super tired. I ran out of battery easily. Yeah, and I think it'll probably be like that for a while, unfortunately, but I'm guessing that you're going to get quite a bit of what you had back. Just take care of yourself, give yourself the rest that you need. That's really important, you know, and pay attention to your body, obviously. Aw, Janet. That had to have been very scary. Very scary. And Fatima, if you're still in here, I think you are. Fatima, have you heard anything new about your husband? How was his colonoscopy? Did you get the results back? Kelly says, Rachel, does everyone else know about the Discord server being taken down? Probably not, because we just did it. Katie and I decided to take down the Discord server because nobody was using it. And in the few times that somebody was using it, Katie and I had gotten out of the habit of even looking there, because we just weren't getting the we weren't getting what we hoped for out of it, which is fine. I mean, it's fine. It's no big deal. We were just hoping to, provide a space where everybody could communicate with one another if they wanted to, share pictures, share recipes, that kind of thing. And we could do that anywhere. We don't have to do it on Discord. So we decided to take it down. And it's okay. It's all right. We still got this. We still got our lives, and we can talk here. So this is fine. This is fine. So yeah, but if you ever need me, you can always email me at thewolfgirloracle@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to talk to anybody who might want to talk about something. The Wolf Girl Oracle. So it's my channel name, the Wolf Girl Oracle @gmail.com. That's right. We have this. I mean, we can talk to each other here. I just I would like to know when things are happening that you need me to pray for. That's really important to me. Okay. And I know it's important to Katie too, and to Sonia, and to so many, and Kelly, and so many others who are in here, Fatima, all of you, all of us. I want to know when we need to pray and what we need to pray for. So please keep me up to date on things. It's important. Fatima says, no, not yet. They took out 4 polyps, and they have to test them to see if there's any cancer. Well, we're going to pray. We're going to visualize that these polyps do not have cancer. They're just polyps. We all get them. They're just polyps. They're not cancer. Your husband is going to be healthy. He's going to be happy. And you're going to get the information on that soon. And he will be, just ready to do everything like normal. That's what we're visualizing. That's the best possible outcome that we are sending out into the universe. And so it is. Yeah, waiting is hard. Waiting is hard. But I know Fatima, and I know her faith. And I'm sure that you've given this to God, and are letting God, let God do what God does. God can heal. Yeah. I had some polyps removed too, at my last colonoscopy. So I know. Especially once you've had cancer, that's where it becomes very scary, right? You expect it to kind of pop up again, maybe. That's even when you're at your best, you kind of still have that little in the background there going, is it going to come? Is it going to come? And trying to not do that isn't easy. It's not. Test results do take so long, and they take too long, in my humble opinion. They must know that people are waiting on stuff. Am I froze up? Am I froze up? Uh-oh. Am I froze up? Can you let me take a look? Am I froze? Do I have to restart something? Not frozen? Okay, I'm frozen I'm looking at my phone over here, and I'm frozen on my phone. Why is that? You booger. Oh, for corn's sake, Babbo. All right, well, hopefully it's okay now. You always have that little pea in the back of your brain. That's right. You certainly do. And when I go to, like, I go well, now I'm going every 6 months for my cancer checkup. Every time I go, I'm just a little bit nervous, And I talk myself out of it. You're okay. Everything's okay. It's going to be fine. No matter what, it's going to be fine. If you have it, well, they're catching it early again. And if you don't have it, great. And I try to talk myself through that. But there's always that little eek back there. And then I talk to Katie about it and she just slaps me and then I'm fine. No, not frozen. Okay. Well, I don't know what was going on there. That was weird. That was weird. I mean, I think how many people in here have had cancer or have had their significant other have cancer? I think it's just about everybody in here, right? It's such a thing, cancer. It's so out. Why does everybody get cancer? Well, I know what it is. It's the food, it's the environment, the stuff they're spraying the skies with. Ah. Katie says, I only go once a year now because my oncologist is treating me for osteoporosis now. I go twice a year. I think I have 4 years. 4 years of that. I'm going twice a year. Well, now it'll be 3. But I'm happy to go and do it because I want them to catch it. If something comes back, I want them to catch it, right? So I'm going to get my colonoscopies. I'm going to get my mammograms. I'm going to do all the things because we need to do that to make sure that we catch things early because medicine is great right now. Medicine is doing so much better. So, yeah, I want to keep doing that. I want to stay healthy. Katie had cancer in 2008. She had breast cancer. And she survived it. She is a survivor. I'm still like a little tired from my trip. Is that weird? I came home on Monday night and I'm still like tired and I'm a little congested and my head's a little. Ugh. I did wear my mask, but masks can only do so much. Your 20 years is so close. Yes, it is. Yeah. Woohoo. We have to have a celebration. We'll have a celebration on that day. Not weird. You're both physically and emotionally tired. I think you're right. I think you're right. I think I'm gonna like put off doing anything constructive until next week. And that's hard for me to do. That's hard for me to do. I'm not one to be like, I don't know, giving myself time, but I know I need to. I know I need to. I need some healing time. I do. But I wanted to do this today. And I don't think I'm going to be able to do one on Christmas Eve, but we're going to see. Oh, I got an announcement, you guys. I got an announcement. So, our dear friend Kelly here, Kelly Bach, I found out made a gratitude journal and it's on Amazon, which I think is pretty cool. I was like, I didn't know you did this, Kelly. So, of course, I bought 5 copies. So, on New Year's Eve, I'm going to be doing my live stream and I'm going to give away 4 copies of Kelly's gratitude journal that to people who come to my live stream. So, mark that on your calendars. That'll be a day that you want to be here because I'm going to give away 4 of the 5 books. And as a special bonus, Kelly is going to be sending me some bookmarks. So I'm also going to be sending with each book a bookmark. So tune in. That is the 31st, right? Wednesday the 31st. Oh yeah, it's the last day. I'm so dope. Yes, the 31st. The last day of the year. We'll have a party. We'll have a morning party. We're going to day drink coffee. We're going to day drink coffee and eat food, and we are going to have a party, and I'm going to give away these books. And I love me some Kelly, and I want to support her. So, yeah, I think it's cool. Magic pour. Oh, I've got my magic pour right here. I haven't gotten started on that yet, but I'm going to be. Where did I put it? Oh, it is under things. Hang on. I'll show you. This is the magic pour kit that Katie gave me. Actually, let me switch cameras here. Give me a second. I'll show you the kit. She gave this to me for my birthday, which was super sweet of her. All right, here we go. Magic pour kit. See? And inside of it, how do you open this? I forget from the front. We have a tub of magic pour. And it's kind of like a it's like plaster sort of. Powder to water. 3 parts powder to 1 part water by weight. And it comes with these pouring cups that help you measure things out properly. And it comes with some things to make, like some little containers. See? Make some little containers. And the covers for them as well. And it comes with this knife, spatula tool. It comes with everything that you need. I think that that's super, super awesome. I forget what's in here. What's in here? Oh, the colors. And it comes with a whole bunch of colors. Look at all the colors. Deep red, purple. I don't know how to say that. How do you say that, Katie? You can't even see it. It's PHTHALO. I don't know how to say that. Blue, ochre yellow, lemon yellow, raw umber, black, and verdi green. Look at all those great colors. So I think that that is so cool. So I'm going to make the little trinket things, but my big plan is once I learn how to use this. Oh, it comes with this too. Oh, that's sandpaper. Sandpaper. So my big plan is to I want to make little like altar. I would like to make some. I'd like to carve some different gods and goddesses out of wood, and then make a mold for them. And once I make the mold, I can use the magic pour to create the little statues. And I'm talking little. I'm talking like tiny, tiny little statues. I want to be able to fit them into a Altoids tin, or a tin the size of an Altoids tin. So I want to make basically a little travel altar with the Norse gods. And I also would like to do some runes. So I've got my runes right here. So I'm going to make some runes. And that'll be stuff that I like give away on my channel and blah, blah, blah. So that's the plan, man, for 2026 is to do more carving, make those little statues, make the little travel altars, maybe sell them on Etsy, and give some away. So, yeah. My gratitude journal, 3 Years of Blessings by Kelly Bach. Yeah. It's maroon and beige. So if you just look up her name on Amazon, you will get right to the book. That's how I found it. So So check it out. Phthalo? Phthalo blue? Phthalo. Okay, thank you. Oh, Katie's going to put in the link to Kelly's journal. Yeah, I think I'll probably sell them on Etsy. If I have to work on it and get a good method down for creating these things. But I think a little plaster altar or a little plaster statue would feel more connected than like a 3D printed one. You know, I'm also toying with the idea of making some of them out of wood. I have a laser etcher, and I'm thinking about like making flat ones that will fit into like a little stand. So these are ideas I'm toying with, but 2026, I'm going to get that underway, get that rolling, see what I can do with that. All right. Okay. So Katie's got the the link up for the gratitude journal. And I really think that if you've never done it before, guys, think about think about doing a gratitude journal for 2026, where every day you write down something that you're grateful for. And you might look out the window and just be like, "Wow, I am grateful for that tree in my front yard." It provides shade to my house. It's beautiful. It gives off a great energy. Or you might look at your cat. I've got my cat right down here, sleeping on my meditation cushion. And Clarity, you might look at your cat and go, Clarity, I really appreciate you. I love how you always greet me when I come home from work or I come home from the store, and things like that, where you just like find the good in the common things that are around you, you know, that maybe you take for granted every day. But when you start finding the good in things around you and the things that you see outside, that it just expands. It's expansion. It just like that energy kind of flows out from you. It touches other people, you know, and it's the law of attraction. When you're finding gratitude in the things around you, you attract good things to you. When you're only finding negative things around you, you are going to attract negative to you. It's just the way that this universe has been designed. Okay. So I'm all about the gratitude. Yes, you got that right, Sin. 2026 is in numerology is a 1 year. I learned that yesterday on Katie's live. It's a great time for new beginnings and a fresh approach to journaling. Yes. Well, hello, Jules. Good morning. It is good to see you. We were just talking about gratitude and gratitude journals and doing a gratitude journal for 2026. Kelly Bach has a great little gratitude journal that she's got online. So I'm gonna use hers, and I'm gonna give some away on my New Year's Eve live stream, which will be the same time that this is, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So if you guys are interested, please come and be a part of the journey, the journal journey. I want to get people started. Let's do it. Let's find gratitude in all the things around us. It'll help to make this world a happier place. Kelly, you are very inspiring with your published book and your husband and his published books. I wish I had that gift. I do not. I could write a darn good technical manual, though. If you need to know how to do something, I can write you a manual. But to creatively express myself in a teaching sort of way, I just don't have that gift. I don't think I do. But I mean, I was a trainer. I was a trainer for many, 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 many years, doing training for 2 different companies. And I was good at that. I'm good at walking people through the process of doing things, but I don't know how to do that with spirituality because it is so specific to each person, you know? I don't know, maybe I'll have to try and sit down and think about that, you know, because there are things I would like to teach. I would like to teach people how to meditate. I would love to teach people how to journey, you know, do the journeys like I'm doing them. Um, I'd like to teach people how to visualize, how to manifest. You know, these are things I'm pretty good at, and I'd like to teach people how to do it, but I just don't always know how to get that out of me in a way that I could help people do it for them, you know, because it's so personal. You know, your spirituality is so personal, and everybody's spiritual path and how they walk down that path is different for each person. There is no right or wrong. Okay. So if people like point at you and go, "You're doing it wrong," you need to look at that. You need to point right back at them and say, "I'm not. Bye bye." Ah, so let go, let God. I love that. I love that. Kelly says, I felt gravity to help him heal from multiple sclerosis, and then I created the journal to help me keep my gratitude practice going. Oh, that was, and then you shared it with the world, which is amazing. You know, that's amazing. Of course, then I got cancer. Well, yeah, you did. And you know, you're on your own journey. You're on another journey, right? A journey to healing, because that is what we are visualizing. We are visualizing, Kelly, you being healed, healthy, and able to take what you've experienced through all this and help other people, you know, even if it's just with a big hug and your beautiful smile, you know. But the neat thing about you, Kelly, is when you express joy and you express love, it is so deeply genuine, you know. And in a world where people throw love around, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. People just say that, and there isn't the meaning behind it that there once was. You know, it's kind of just a, you know, when people walk up to get their Academy Award and they're like, I want to thank God, are they really thanking God? Or are they just saying that because it's the thing to say? You know, I kind of feel like that sometimes with love. But when you say it, there is a genuineness there, you know, and that is what attracted me to you as a friend. You know, I was like, this woman has got something very special, you know, and I appreciate that about you. And so many of you in here have that, you know, Katie, of course, and yeah, Fatima, all of us, Flowing, Janet, Jules, Sylvia, all you guys, you have this love about you that is so real and so genuine and so beautiful. And it energizes me. It gives me hope. It helps me expand. And I am so grateful. You don't even know. You don't even know. We do not know what we can do until we try. I think you should start developing these talents, Rachel. Okay, I will. Katie says, I saw one of your first videos where you were asking us to pray and what was going on with you, and that you were going to keep us all informed about your bone marrow transplant. Yeah. And she said, I looked into your eyes and went, oh my gosh, I have to reach out to her. And there you are. That's how I felt too, Katie. Um, I think I met Kelly. I saw Kelly in Terry's. I think it might have been in one of Terry's morning streams. I think it was. And then I just looked up, how she makes everyone a mod, and you can click and you can look at people's channel. And I binge watched a bunch of her videos, and I'm like, whoa, she's healthy. And then I found out she wasn't healthy. And I was like, oh, I'm going to pray. Then it says, catching up. I had a phone call. Okay, that's all right. Oh my gosh, it's 11. Holy crap. Again, here we go. I went through this whole thing, didn't do a reading, didn't even read the affirmator. I'm going to read the affirmator at least here, because the affirmator today is trust. Trust. Look at this. Bear is blindfolded, walking on a tightrope, and there are sharks below. And it says, I trust that everything will be okay in the end, partly because I simply know it in my gut, but also because it's way more fun to live with trust and confidence than to be a defensive wiener. And that is the word wiener. You can't see. Don't be a defensive wiener. Speaking of defensive wieners, guess who's doing a Talk to America thing tonight? I'm going to watch because I want to see the ungluing. Is that wrong? Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I shouldn't do that. But everything that we've been talking about is coming true. (2026) is going to be a very different year. So anyways, Kelly says, thank you. We all know the importance of being in touch with our true core, for sure. For sure. He says, I'll be missing that. I know. We've already talked. Oh, I just have this feeling. I have this feeling that it's important that I watch. So I'm going to. Let's just put it that way. All right. Well, anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming today, you guys. I enjoy this hour. This is like the thing I look forward to the most in my week. I really enjoy being with you guys. You guys are amazing. And I will see you all again very soon. I will not have a live stream on Christmas Eve, I don't think, because my cousins are coming from California, and
Thank you for coming to my show. I'll see you all next time. You all rock. Dali loves you. Dance around the room. It's time to go. Why are you still here? Dali needs a sandwich and a nap. I'll see you next time. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming. I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Thank you for coming to my show. I'll see you all next time. You all rock. Dali loves you. All rock. Dali loves you. Dance the room. It's time to go. Why are you still here? Dali, you still here? Have a great day.